successwithwomen.com.au.
Good afternoon, Trevor Russell here. Let me ask you some questions. Do you worry about hair loss? Maybe your hair's thinning? Maybe you would like to get that hairline back that you had all those years ago? Or you're going bald and you just don't know where to start, who to talk to. There's so many choices in the marketplace and you'd really like some answers. Well, if this is the case and what you're dealing with, you're going to really enjoy this video, because today I'm here with Geoff Smith, and Geoff's been in the hair restoration, regrowth, surgery industry for over 30 years, and this man knows what works, how to go about it. So really take note, and let's give we'll meet Geoff here and have a chat and find out the truth about hair restoration. You've been in the business for over 30 years. Tell us the truth about hair restoration, growth, and what you guys do here.
Okay. Well, mainly what we do here is hair restoration surgery, which is hair transplants or micrografting. That's the main core of our business, but we also do hair restoration as far as medication goes. So if people are coming in and they're just in the early stages of losing hair, they haven't lost a lot, but they're a little bit concerned about it, and those people can come along to the clinic, have a free consultation, and we can organise medication to suit them and their specific hair loss problem.
And we've got stuff like here, which I know I take, is the Medici Capelli, which actually stops you losing any more hair.
That's right.
Yeah, and I do take this, and let me tell you, as you can see, I've got a good head of hair, and I have I've used the technology that Geoff does here with hair restoration and micrografting, and I have a full head of hair because of it, and this stuff is fantastic.
Yeah.
So this is the type of stuff that you've got here.
That's the medication that we would use if somebody is in the early stages, but also guys like yourself that have had a procedure done and they want to maintain that look.
Yeah.
They don't want to let it go any further. They don't want to see themselves go back.
Yeah. Then
this medication is great. Look, this is something that you can take and there are no problems with it. It's not something that's going to cause other difficulties.
Yeah, because it's actually...
It's all natural.
It's all natural. It's non-pharmaceutical.
That's right.
And you're not going to go and get crazy prostate cancer and all the rest
Nothing
of it.
like that.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Yeah. What is it about hair and men?
Yeah.
And women?
Yeah.
The hair.
For both gender, I guess, this fear of losing our hair and a beautification point, I guess you'd call it.
Yeah.
That hair that you've had all your life. And then all of a sudden, you reach a stage in your life where you think, wait a minute, I'm losing some of this hair. What's going on, I used to be able to comb this hair and I could make myself look good, or at least presentable,
Yeah,
and
so it makes us look good.
Yeah, and it makes you feel good about yourself.
Feel good.
So it's a feel-good point.
Yeah.
And when you look at yourself in the mirror and you're able to go and have haircuts and, have a different haircut, there's enough hair there to do things with, whether you're just putting wax on it or whatever you're doing, you can change it and modify it to suit yourself and your feelings. Okay, so then you reach a point where, wait a minute, I'm starting to lose this hair. And so then all of a sudden it becomes freak out time. So you think to yourself, my God, what am I going to do? Where do I go? How do I approach this? And every time you look at yourself in the mirror, you're thinking, oh my God, I hate looking at myself now.
Yeah, and I know, I've been in there. It's a spiral and it gets worse and worse.
And then you get to the point where you hate shampooing your hair, because you look at the shampoo and you look at at your hands and there's hair in amongst there, and you start to think to yourself, I don't want to shampoo my hair anymore because I'm going to lose more hair. That's despair. You're getting to the point of, oh my God, well, okay, you need to take that in hand and take some action, and say, okay, well, I've got to phone someone.
Yeah.
And I guess the hardest point for a guy is picking up the phone and making an appointment to come and see somebody, a specialist, about it.
Yeah.
For a woman, it's not so bad. Women tend to approach these things much more logically than men.
Yeah.
They would, okay, I've got this problem, I need to see someone, I'm going to see them.
Yeah.
For a guy, it's a little bit different. Oh, it's secret men's business. They don't want to discuss it.
Yeah.
It's very private. The
Yeah.
first thing they want to do is, oh my God, I've got to see somebody, and I really don't feel like going to see somebody, but I can't let it go any longer. And they leave it to the point where they've lost that much hair that drastic measures are taken to bring it back. When really what they should do is go, hey, this is just another medical problem. I can get this fixed. Let's go and see somebody. Let's get some action happening and it can be fixed. I think the biggest problem is a social problem.
Yeah, of course.
That social problem of, hey, I'm not going to tell anybody I'm losing my hair or I'm going bald. They're scared of being called, hey, baldy or chrome dome.
And guys, I really want you to get, and ladies too, but as Geoff said, I do a lot of work with men and their confidence and being able to feel better about themselves. And I'll tell you how you feel more confident, guys, is to take action towards something that scares the crap out of you. Because that will have you be more courageous. But also, as Geoff said, it's not secrets men's business. It is, we are in 2014, this technology exists, and as Geoff said, you don't want to leave it so late that your hair has fallen out and you're depressed and in almost falling in the ground with unhappiness and depression, when it actually can be stopped, reduced. There are so many great technologies here that you can really help you reduce, if not mitigate, this whole risk and pain and frustration around your hair. We see certain ads on television of certain companies supposedly marketing their technology of rubbing stuff in your head and they can fix it. And I won't mention any names, but I know there's a lot of, unethical practices that go on when it deals with people's emotions, especially aesthetics and looks. We don't do that here, do we?
No. Well, I think a lot of this has given the hair loss industry a bad name.
Yes.
And, from the old days where they're using snake oils and, all sorts of things, lotions and potions that can grow hair back.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with that is that once you've lost your hair, it's very hard to grow it back. The only way that really works, where you can guarantee it, is micrografting or hair transplant.
Micrografting, guys. I've had micrographs. It grows your hair back.
And that's because it's your hair
in your head.
In your head, and it is growing. And it's no different to transplanting little seedlings in the garden.
Yeah.
All we do is we take them from an area where it's plentiful and you put them up in the area where it's thinning and it grows.
Yeah.
And guess what? It grows for the rest of your life.
It
No
does.
problems.
Yeah.
And it's yours and it's growing.
If you have a look here at this gentleman's head, as you can see here, he was very thinning, and now he has this natural look of hair, and this is not a fake photo. This is real man's head, real man's hair, having had micrografts.
Yes. Well, I think the truth is too, on yourself, Trevor, where you're a perfect example.
Yeah.
Young guy, looking good, your hairline's back,
Yep.
you look terrific. There's no signs to show that there would ever any problem there at all. So you're living proof. Living proof of what micrographs can do. And really, it's your hair growing. There's nothing better than that.
Of course.
And for what it takes, like to do grafts, it's one day out of your life to get your life back. And to make you feel good about yourself, because there's things like self-esteem comes into it. And how you feel about yourself.
I know myself. It's the same.
And how you hope others perceive you. They're all the things that, there's guys talk about, and I always remember I had a guy come in, he said to me, Geoff, he said, every time I look at myself in the mirror, I hate it. And I've gotten to the stage now, when I get out of the shower, I won't look at myself. I towel dry myself off, and I go in and I get dressed. The scare is all in your mind. But it is so true, because having the procedure done, and you're the guy that's had the procedure done, you know that if you hadn't had it done, where would you be? You know that you were probably scared in the beginning, but on the day you felt relaxed, and then it's all over, and you've got your hair back. What did it take? One day of your life.
And guys, the thing about this too is what Geoff says, just think about if you are worried about this or if this is a sensitive area for you, how many hours, weeks, months, years you put into the worry that is taking up your life. And as Geoff said, you could come in, have one meeting, get a plan in place, come and do whatever it is that needs to get done, whether it's part medication and some grafting to get your hair back and eliminate all that worry, because that's what it did for me. I have to be honest, I'm in the public eye a lot, I do a lot of presenting and speaking, and I want to look good, and I'm very happy to have paid the price from a little bit of time and a little bit of discomfort, but it's nothing that is unbearable. It's a little bit of treatment, but I tell you, to brush your hair, to have a hairline, it's a great feeling as a man. It really is.
It's the same as having, a head full of teeth.
That's right.
You've got a head full of hair.
That's right.
That's
a good analogy.
Well, it is. And when
as opposed to
but you see guys out there with no teeth and no hair, and for some reason we go, look at the Darrow.
Yeah.
But, in a case where you've got good teeth, good hair, most people perceive good-looking guy.
Yeah.
And why is that? Self-preservation.
Yes.
You've made it happen.
Yes, I know.
Nothing else.
Yeah.
You made it happen. It's all this thing about being motivated to help yourself.
How does someone get in touch with you, come and have a consultation? What do they do?
We here at Medici Capelli are open Monday to Friday. You can go on to our website, www.medicicapelli.com.au.
Down here at the bottom of the screen?
Yep.
And they speak to you, Geoff?
They can speak to me, or they may speak to one of our other technicians, Mark.
Yep.
The idea of coming in for a free consultation is the first step.
Yep, one step at a time.
To freedom.
Yes.
To your life back. To how you feel about yourself.
So
that's right, get your confidence back. So making that phone call, and we're here on Chevron Island on the Gold Coast. Our address is Unit 1038 Thomas Drive, Chevron Island, and you can call us on 0755 269655. Consultation, as I said, is free. Consultation usually takes anywhere from 15 minutes to half an hour. I can sit longer with you if you wish. And I guess that's the starting point. From that point on,
put a plan.
Yeah, we put a plan into place, and that's the day when you're released. And you're free. You don't have to worry about it anymore.
This is the perfect place to start, and I have seen the work that Geoff does here with his team, and it is true, it is reliable. I back it 100%. So you've got the details down below. Give him a call, and look, if you're interstate or if you're in Brisbane, jump on a plane. It's $120. Come stay for the weekend in the Gold Coast. See Geoff. Get your plan together, and then you can start working out from there what steps need to be taken.
Or email some photos through. Email some photos through.
They can probably even Skype you too.
Yeah, you can do that. But if you email the photos through, I've got time to analyse them. I can get back to you then. There are many ways to do this, so don't let distance stop you from a great head of hair. There are ways to remedy this. We look at all avenues.
Yeah, and don't let fear stop you from having a great head of hair, because it's all in your head.
Well, it is. It's all in your head.
It's all in your head.
Including your hair. And that can be easily fixed.
Okay. Thanks, Geoff.
Thanks,
I've got all the contact details below, and as I said earlier, I really want you to have a great life. I want you to feel confident. I want you to feel empowered to go after the life that you want to live. And looking good and feeling good is all a big part of that. And that's why I love what you do here, Geoff. And it's been a pleasure chatting today. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, pleasure.
Good.